Hello again guys, Susanna here. As promised, I'm going to be making these today, so it'll be a bit of a tutorial. I'll be stopping and starting. It's not going to be real quick, but not real slow either. But yeah, I was really happy how they turned out, and I think I showed you this one last time, and I had it like here, and you didn't see it properly. It's so cute, like a little button mushroom. Okay, that would make a little good pin cushion actually. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'll just put these here off to the side. You can sort of see them a little bit. And I've got just use these. Now this is a little smaller because we want the one underneath to be just a tad smaller, so the red sort of goes over the top. So I've got that size. Now this does move and it's really annoying when you draw on it. Okay, so yeah, I've just gotten a chalk, a pit pen, just a chalk pencil, something light, maybe even just a white pencil. Not always easy going on because this moves. Oop. And that curls up. So look, put that over there. Yes, this does look lovely, but not always the easiest to work with. Sorry if my hair is in the way. Can't believe how cold it has been. It's crazy. So I might just cut it. Just that little bit off. You probably even have, I might even make a small button mushroom in this, I think, because they come with small red ones as well, so that would be nice. So I'll put this aside. Then I'll cut this off camera because it's really annoying to cut off on camera. I'll give you a bit of an idea. Get that bit on the top. Now it doesn't really matter whether it's perfectly round or not, because this is nature. So while I'm here, I'll cut it. I'm going to cut it off camera, but I'm cutting it now. It seems to be going okay. Yeah, nature stuff is never perfect. So got the noise you can hear is my heater in the background. Heater on one day, air conditioner on the next. But that's what spring's like here in Australia. Gives you, last week gave us a little bit of a taste of what it was going to be like. This week I've got the heater on, and that's only going to be like, last week was in the 30s, this week is in like 12, 13. So yeah, can't see anything about. So that's my velvety bit. Got bits and pieces here. You can even put a little bit of bling or whatever, you could really make them up, look like mushrooms. But you can also have like fanciful, whatever you call it, mushrooms as well. Okay, now here's this fabric, which I'm going to cut up one of these. And while I'm here, do I make another button mushroom? I might make it another little red one. The red ones, I use the small one. I just use this. So if you've got a Mathomat, you've got all different type of. So I'll do that one later. Okay, put that there, and we'll cut this up. I like this fabric. I thought you can just have calico, but this has got sort of a bit of a pattern on there, which is quite nice. I think I used this to make a bee journal a while back. So that can go there. And then I'll cut this. None too interesting, but you know, part of the process. I'll show you how to do some of the sewing, and then I'll finish off and then pause it, because it's just basically making like a yo-yo or a Suffolk thing. The noise you can hear is still the plumbers. The job was bigger. See, old house. The job was bigger than we thought, and rather than just fixing, you know, have to replace sort of all pipes. Ripping up my garden looks terrible. Just as well, it's not a fabulous garden, and we were in the, you know, just starting to work on it, so better now than if it was established and you'd have to pull it all apart. I've got big clumps of dirt all in my lawn. Okay, now, so you got those 2 round circles ready, but for now, what I'll do, okay, I wouldn't mind having a big, so you just get, this is just wire, you know, like your wire threads that you get. So I'm just going to cut it about that big. Yeah, Christmas wire thread. Thank you, Jenny. So, and then, here we go. Better get paper. Get some of your, I've got this is just a bit of wire from these. You've always got these little bits of wire left on. You probably don't need to do this, but I thought I want to give it a bit more bend. You've got the bend on here and here, but so you may not need to do this step if you haven't got any extra wire, but that's okay. Then I'm going to fold this over one way, have that bit of wire going in the middle, and then the other one on the top. Ew. Icky, icky. The only thing when we do this, this is how I got the glue on my on the top of that. Now I've got just a bit of calico. I think this might even be homespun fabric. In a minute, I'll just pause. My son's come home. Okay, back again. Had a bit of a break. Now I'm just getting a bit of calico. Looks like it's about 1 metre. Probably don't need that much. Make it about, how much? I don't know, 3/4 of an inch. An inch. Just going to cut all that. I think I used that much on the last one. Okay. Get the threads off. Now, the glue. So, because I've had to wait a little bit, put a little bit of glue on here. And just start there. And just wrap it around. With this, I only put glue on the front and the start and the finish. That's why I don't mind having the frayed bits on there. Okay. Okay. Now, on the other one, I went back down the other way, but I think I've probably done it too much, too close. A minute. There we go. Go back down. Yeah. Okay. Oops, sorry, I'm a bit quiet. Busy concentrating, so you go back down the other way. It's getting rounder. It's amazing how different they get. Can you sort of see how it's going? This is just to give it the roundness that it needs. And then on the top, I go around a few times. This bit needs to be a little bit fatter because that goes into the hole. So it's okay that it's like that. And then just get a bit of glue. I've replenished the glue. Geez, it's coming out. Okay. Not much to look at when it's like this, but so that's all you do. So it's gonna hold, and it holds itself in, and it's got all these little fray bits which I really like. And on the other one, I actually inked it a little bit just to grunge it up a little bit. Right, I think I stuffed that thing back in. There we go. Now what we do is, where's the tissue? Clean the top of this. Okay, now we get this, and I get, where's the big long? That's a big long one. Just wondering whether that's enough. Probably is. So it is going to be gathered. Okay. And the reason why I'll use a nice big long thread, I'm just going to get the glue bits off my fingers. Can't believe spider's web, this stuff. Sorry guys, this may take a little bit longer than I thought. Okay. Now, just get a knot, nice thick knot. Now this, just get a thick knot and go underneath like that, and then fold it over as you go. We don't want a raw edge. It does want to curl, it's a bit of a pill, but this is why I use a nice big needle so that I can, it doesn't have to be small. Up, down, just a running stitch. There we go. Hopefully you can see what I mean. There. Fold over as you go. The beauty of this one, I don't fold it over, I just do it as is, because you don't mind having a little bit of fraying and all that kind of stuff, and because it is a bit smaller. So that's, I'll go all the way around on that one, and then on this one, a different needle here, I'll just start off on these. Now, see, it makes a bit of a mess, that stuff. Which is the outside? I think that is. So just go on the inside, a little bit in from it, not too close to the edge, and then just up and down. Same as what you did on that one. So you don't have to fold the lighter one, which is the inside of the mushroom. Gives us those little bits and pieces. There we go. So I'll turn off the camera and continue on with this, and I'll be back once these are made, stitched, because it is a bit boring for sitting here watching me going up and down on those. Okay, back again. So now we need some fluff. Okay, for this we just pull that so you've got yourself a, well, I remember it being a fairly, and we need to pull this as well. Okay, excuse me. So you end up with two of these little yo-yos, or Suffolk, whatever you call it, puffs. Now in here, get a bit of glue and stick glue on the bottom there, and probably a little bit of glue on the sides as well. There we go. And then pull fairly tight. So it's sitting up. So it's starting to look a little bit like a mushroom. So I get this and I pull tight. What I did on my other one is I because it is fabric, so I just grabbed a little bit of the fabric, pulled it in, and then pushed it through to the other side. This is a little bit fiddly. It's not hard, it's just fiddly. Push it. But the glue will hold it in place too as well. And then pick up a little bit of this and stitch in there. Stitch in there, then pick up a little bit of that. Up. And then stitch back in here, so you go into the actual stem and then stitch on the bottom of that, and then a little bit into the stem. Doesn't have to be perfect, just needs to be attached. And a bit of that, bit of the stem. It's called, this is actually a bit of a ladder stitch, so grab a bit of that and then do the stem. Hopefully you're in camera. Grab a little bit of this. Give it a pull. Not too hard, you don't want it to break off. Okay. Get in there. Now, I think this one's probably a little bit more secured than that one. There we go. Probably fast forward this bit if it gets a bit too long. Now it's stuck on there, and it doesn't matter if it's not directly in the center, because that one wasn't, but I don't mind because it made it lean towards one side like that a little bit, which I really like. So it doesn't really matter, and it doesn't matter that that's on there. That's why the glue's on there, because that's going to stick on this. So I'll leave that there like that. Looking like a mushroom already. Cute. Now this, okay, gather it in. How big? There we go. Now what I'm going to do is gather it in and then just knot it off. There's a fair bit of a gap, but that's okay. Cut that off a little bit. There we go. Now this is where this comes in. What I find is I just get little bits at a time. Not too much. Just small bits is always the best. Doesn't look like much chop when you first start, but and it being velvet, it will stick. Okay. Okay. Doesn't need a massive amount, but you'd be amazed at how much of this stuff you actually use. If you want it really firm, you just pack it right in, but how firm is it? It's not too bad, it's fairly soft. Gotta get it so it's looking a little rounder. Okay. This would be a good create with me video. You can stop and start. You know, this is a bit you might be able to fast forward. But if you're working along with me, you don't really have to stop it. The velvet does look really pretty, but it's a little bit harder to work with. But that's a lot how it works sometimes. It needs a little more in there. See, that's what I mean. You'd be amazed at how much you can stuff in these babies. Now, just to fill up some of those little extra holes. Okay. Don't want to have it too fat. It's pretty thick. I think it might be thicker than the last one. Just push it down a little bit. Round it off so you make sure that it might stick it just a little bit more in the middle. Ugh. There we go. Because what we do now, better get some more thread ready. It won't be quite long enough. Put this aside. Okay. Now I'll just use the brown thread. And fairly big. And we do what is called a ladder stitch to attach it, but we glue it first. Okay, that's why you need a fairly long piece. Okay, make sure with the ladder stitch that you got a fairly big knot because you don't want it to pull through. Now what we need here for it to be really round, make sure I don't get any glue on there this time. But what I do is stick some glue in the middle and glue around the inside of the outside, if you know what I mean, because just enough to stick it down. That's going to hold it. I might stick that through and actually cut that off. Ooh. Break it, fold this off. No, I think what I did last time was I just put it in there like that. There we go, because I need to use it now. I'm going in there like this. And have a look. I can use a little more glue. It's always good to secure it. Okay, definitely is fatter than the other one, that's for sure. This one's been eating too much stuff. Okay, now this is the bit, I'll just quickly show you how I do this. Okay, I'll start off on the, because it's a brown thread, I'll start off underneath here. Oh. See, I might give it make it tight There we go. Now this stitch is you grab the edge of that, then you grab the edge of this, edge of that, edge of this, and you do this probably maybe 5 or 6 stitches. It's called a ladder stitch. It's pretty cool actually. Great way of attaching stuff. Now, there we go. So, bit of the red, bit of the cream, white, whatever you're using. Now, what I do is I pull, be careful, and see how that's attached itself. If you want to, I've seen some of the tutorials on Pinterest. You know, you could probably put some of this. That's actually really quite pretty. Where are we? Quite like the red underneath. I think it goes from purple to red. Yeah, it does. So that would probably be a really nice one if you wanted to have that hanging in between. Have that hanging out there like that. I might do one like that another time because I really love these colours. How good does that go with that? So, but for now, I'm just going to do the basic. That once you get the bug, so I'll keep going. So one stitch on there, and on the edge. Hopefully, I'm getting it in there. See it? One here, one here. So if you want to see it up close, Google ladder stitch and you'd probably get a picture of a ladder stitch, and then you pull it and that pulls that together. So I'll turn the camera off and continue doing that, and then I'll come back. 32 minutes already, so it's going to take a while. Okay, well, this is what it looks like when it's all sewn together, and the reason why I've left this on is because it is definitely fatter than the other one. Oh, be careful not to prick yourself. Look how cute that looks underneath there. It looks gorgeous. Okay, I'll keep going even though it's going to be a little bit of a longer video. So what you get is you get a little one of these, you know, those little doilies or whatever, and then I'm just going to cut this little guy off the inside. You can use that for something else. Then I will slide him up underneath, and then where are we? Just go do a running stitch around that to gather it in. I did a little bit different with the other one. Okay, I just grabbed a bit of lace like that and did a running stitch and sort of did it around. So you can see they're all, but I thought these would probably work well too. I'll give this a whirl. Okay. Not always easy to do things while they're in there like that. Okay. Now up, down, up. Now, what I would like to do before I gather it is put a bit of glue around the bottom. And then I'll gather it. Okay. Pull that and then tie that off. Okay. Ooh. Okay. It's a bit tricky, this part, but it's okay. Okay. Now, cut this, turn it upside down, and sort of have it so it's pulled down, if you know what I mean. Okay. It actually works pretty good. Looks fairly similar to what I've got here. So now at this part, all I did was I've got this, and then I did cut this slit a little bit bigger, only just a tad, and then go it this way. I just pulled it over the top. Which gives it that little, and I didn't stitch it, didn't glue it, I just left it there because it just is a little bit smaller, and it gives it that. I love that, love it, because they sort of curl up like that and go on a bit of an angle, so I really love how that's looked. Now we can either do beads, which I just do with this, and then I just beaded it, or I'm thinking if you're wanting a bit of the boho look, you probably could stick this on, because I quite like it, so you can have a boho mushroom. I might start it off. There is this. I wonder if it'll go like. There we go. You have to start it here. I'd rather go that colour. Now, do I go this way and go up, or do I go this way and go down and have that along the edges like that? Ooh, quite like that. I might even glue that. Glue that down. And then get this bit and maybe even gather it over the top. How cool does that look? I like that. It's going down. Okay. See, change your mind. There you go. And I'll set the other reason why I like it is because you can glue it. So I'll glue that on that part there. You're just best doing it a little bit at a time, I think. Okay. And I've just refilled the bottle, and you can so tell it's really getting glue everywhere. Now, what I probably do need to do is let that dry a little bit before I start pulling and yanking. Right, oh, I like that. I like it. Now, okay, I might pause. See how cool does that look? I don't know if you can't see it real well, but it sort of gives it that netted look over the top. I really like that. I'll just be back. I'll pause it and let it dry before I pull it. I'm back again. This is a bit fiddly, so I got a matching thread, and it only works if you've got this type of thing. So I threaded this up, and I'm gonna pull that and pull those in here like that. So I'm gonna stitch them. So I'm gonna just pull these into the middle, sort of back on itself. So you've got these little, that way I'm going to stick something on the top. So it'll cover. How cool is that? And then it's got these little gaps. So what I need to do now is just stitch it in. And what I was thinking I was putting is a little doily or something like that on the top. Gather all the bits in. That is so cool. Love that. I also that is the two bits, the join. So I stitched that together and then made my way into the middle and then gathered them. Okay. Extra threads. Okay, now what I was thinking was maybe getting one of these doilies, or that little middle bit. Where the heck is it? Which I thought would be good. We've got the centre bit of that flower. And 10. Pause while I go and look for it. Okay, I found it. So there we go. We'll use that. What I'll do is I'll go through like this. And before I do that, I'm going to glue just in the middle. And we'll glue that down. So that covers, hopefully you can see that, covers those bits. And then I'm going to get a pearl. Okay, actually I probably should have not gone so far off the side. There we go, need to go in the middle. Now I'm going to get a pearl, put all this here. So it's going to get a pearl, but it's just How big do we want it? A big one? Yeah, a biggish. A biggish type size one. Probably a bit too big, I think. Oop. And I probably should be using, now I'll cut that, light thread. Okay, what I'm going to do, cut this off and get some light thread to put the pearl on. And I may go one a little smaller, I think. Sorry guys, this is so fiddly because I do everything the hard way. Okay, now here's our light thread. Really like how this is turning out, and recheck whether that's probably, what do you think guys, is that too big to get pulled in? If I get a smaller one, that might get pulled right in the middle, maybe halfway between those two. Oh, pearls coming out galore. Yep. Here we go. That's a fairly decent size one. They've usually always got in between sizes, the small ones and then in between sizes. Okay, I'll get that one. Okay. Okay, now this one. Probably going to fit in there perfectly. Yep. But stupid me has got the knot on the outside, which does not look that good. Yeah, it's all sticky from the glue. Okay, there we go, and off center, of course. That's how it goes. How cute is that? Okay, put these back, and I was going to make the little one, but this is going to go forever if I do. But I can pretty much show you how I did it. I just got this size circle and gathered it up like I did with that one, and then just gathered up some of this, and then you tie it around one of these. You'll see it in the thumbnail. Actually, I might make it up and then put it in the thumbnail, and then you've got yourself a little one. So cute. Okay, now I need to tie this off. Have that going out. There we go. We are done. So we got one. I love that. I think that is so cute. I was wondering what I can do with this stuff. So I love it. And if you really wanted to, I'm actually thinking you could get some of this sort of stuff and wrap it around the outside or the bottom, like around it, and then put that thing on there like that. I just think that is so gorgeous. Hopefully you guys can see it. So cute. And you got this one. So here's a more mushroomy looking one, and here's more of a boho looking one. If you really wanted to, you could probably add a pearl to each of the these pieces. I've actually got some more of this thread somewhere in different colours. So if you had it in a lighter colour, they would look like the white dots. You could always paint the white dots on there. I really love how it's turned out. It's so cute. And the way that they go on a bit of a lean, which is what I really like. Oh, it's so hard. When I take a photo, I'll show you, but how cute is that? Well, I'm really happy with how they've turned out. Thank you for watching, guys. And then because it's got, you know, wire, it can bend, which is what I like too. Don't like having them a bit straighter. Oh, and add a little bit of ink on the bottom there that brings out the little pleats. There we go. So there we go. That's done. I'm really happy with how they've turned out. They're adorable. Okay, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. I might get a start on my butterfly journal. I'll maybe do the cover. So 52 minutes. This is a long video that I haven't done for a while. So okay, thanks guys. Thanks for watching.